Life is like a box of chocolates. When you open it up, you just don't know what you're gonna get. You go through good times, you go through bad times, but bad times never last. And for you, trying is always the first step to achieving something. In life, sometimes are you willing to lose everything for the chance to win something? It's better often to try and to fail than to just sit around and wonder what if. For those who have often been in a situation to where they felt as if they couldn't achieve something, as if they felt an obstacle was too overwhelming for them to handle, just know that if you make it count, that if you try and attempt to do what you love, if you try to attempt to do what you want to do in life and become somebody, the first thing you're going to have to do is try. Without trying, you're never going to get through the first step. Take, for example, Thomas Edison. Took him 3,000 times, having to shuffle through 3,000 different ideas just to have established one of the most essential tools in our society today. So if Thomas Edison is willing to try 3,000 different times and coming up with 3,000 different ideas and failing only to succeed with one, then what's slowing you down from trying? And surely enough, life isn't going to offer you anything. But it's making the attempt and trying that makes everything worthwhile. The pain, the hours, the blood, sweat, and tears that you put into wanting to achieve the one thing you've always wanted to achieve, that's where it counts. Because see, most people in life, they talk. Many people talk about what they can do, what they would do. But the difference is, nobody really tries. People give up. Do you want to be one of those people that happens to walk around talking about I can do this or I would do that? Or would you want to be the person to say, I was the one that did that. I was the one that made the attempt in bringing success and succeeding in everything I do? Because the first step towards doing anything in life is trying, making the attempt to do so. And disregard all the excuses, because you can come up with 1,001 excuses in the book. It still isn't going to justify you having to be lazy and you having to bring pity upon yourself and making the excuses as to why you don't want to do it. But who's to say that if you don't try, you'll never really know what the outcome may be? You may fail, and surely enough, life brings many failures upon many people who try. But if you only try once, it isn't going to cut it. Because who's to say if you don't try the second, or third, or even fifth, or sixth, 10th, 11th, or even 12th time, you might get it right then. Most people, they try, and the minute they fail, they go right back to where they were before. They go right back into moping and wallowing and wondering, what went wrong? But it's those that attempt to try again and again and again that will ultimately find success in whatever it is they do. And surely enough, people are going to judge. People are going to criticize you and ridicule you and having to mock you in everything that you do. But if you believe in yourself enough to get through those obstacles, to get through those words, you're gonna find success in what you do. See, there's a lot of people that get distracted by situations at home, or situations at their workplace, or situations with their spouses, that they begin to forget the very reason why they even began to try in the first place. Think about it like this. The one place in the world where all of the greatest inventors, all of the greatest entrepreneurs, all of the greatest people that had the best ideas, the best writers, the best song producers, the best athletes, the overall greatest potential in the world lies in the graveyard. So ask yourself, do you really want to be like one of those people that sit there and wonder what if, and then later down the road end up dying with all of your greatest ideas and potentials having to die with you? Or are you going to get up and fight through adversity and having to go through every challenge and obstacle placed in front of you and saying, is that all you got? Because life can't defeat me. Nobody can. The only person that can defeat you is you. When something doesn't go your way, don't wallow, don't just sit there in misery. Get up and do it again. And if you fail, get up and do it again and again and again and again and again as a repetition until you get it right. Because if you don't start now, if you don't try to achieve what you want to achieve in life right now, sitting around and waiting and just wondering to yourself, well, what if, or I would, or I could, is going to stick around with you forever until the day you die, and all of those greatest ideas, all that potential that you had as another human being would have been ultimately laid to waste. So I hope you guys take this message into consideration, and whatever it is that you're going through, I hope that you guys pull through. I hope that whatever challenges and obstacles that you are going through in your personal life, you overcome with great ambition, because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you are the author of your own story.